guys, today we want to tell you a little bit about lemon oil. Lemon is such a popular oil that all of us use. One thing that I want to tell you is there's two different sizes. There's a small size, a 5 ml, and then there is a 15 ml of that. There are actually 25 lemons in the 5 ml bottle. That is the size that a lot of us sometimes start out with. It also is the Vitality size oil. And then there are 75 lemons in that 15 ml bottle. That's it. That is all that is in there is lemons. I mean, think about that, 75 lemons. So how the lemon oil is done, this is cold pressed from the rind. So that means it is coming from the outside rind. One simple thing that I like to explain to people is if you had a recipe and it says get some lemon zest, that is what is in this bottle. That is that. You don't have to go buy lemons. You actually have this on hand. So what are a couple things there's hundreds of things you can do with lemon, but I'm going to give you just down to the simple girlfriend's guide on how to use some of these lemons. Couple things, you could put 2 to 4 drops of this in the bottom of your dishwasher. If you ever have a dishwasher where sometimes it just gets a funky smell, I simply just put it on the bottom of your dishwasher and start it. The side bonus on this is when the warm hits, sometimes you will smell that lemon in the kitchen, which is awesome. Lemon is also really good to remove gum from hair or carpet, or if you have those sticky labels. I will if this was a picture frame and they have the sticky label, I just drop the lemon right on that glass part, and then you're going to notice that it just starts peeling away. Because if you use water, it makes it worse and it gets gooey. The citrus oil is going to help remove that. The lemon and peppermint is when you diffuse that. That is a great thing for helping you wake up in the morning or helping you if you need to focus. So maybe you just take half of the diffuser full with water instead of the thing and add some lemon and peppermint in there. We add this to our laundry a lot of times. I will put this just right in the bottom of the laundry bin. Other times when my kids get stains on their clothes, lemon is one of the ones that I tend to use. I will use the household cleaner and spray it, but I also put lemon on to just help get some of those stains out. I'll let it soak a couple minutes and then I just start rubbing it. Well, many people, if you like the detox or cleansing or some of the digestion stuff, if you put a couple drops of this in your water first thing in the morning before you eat anything else, this is a great thing to be doing. You hear a lot of people talking about adding the lemon, so you're adding the drops of lemon in here. Black ink out of carpeting. My story with you with this, I have 2 yellow labs. And when they were a little more of puppy stage, I have some tan carpeting, and they got a nice big black ink pen right in the center of our carpeting. Yep. So I probably went through a 1/4 bottle of lemon oil, but I used the lemon oil, the household cleaner, and I had a microfiber towel and obviously some water, and that did help take the ink out. You will notice that if you have some black ink spots or you have grandchildren or children that get into the black ink, lemon oil is your friend for that. The other thing that I want to add is I like to bake. So when I say baking, I used to do to the tune of 5,000 cookies at Christmas time, not just a couple dozen, I'm talking thousands. One thing that I never knew, I used a lot of lemon extract. I mean, that's just what you bake and you it tastes good, right? But do you know if you go look at that lemon extracts that most of them say it's 89% alcohol? It is not I'm just thinking, oh, this is lemon and it's here's what it is. Yeah, go read your labels. This is one thing with Young Living that I've learned to do is look at my labels. Extracts are 89% alcohol. So instead of using the extracts, you could actually use the lemon oil. So some examples I may say, maybe you're going to go get the bigger bottle of McCormick and it's $6 for that bottle of extracts. It is going to last you, for me, in the recipes I used, it was probably 3 uses, okay? Where if you had a 15 ml bottle of lemon, which is about $11.50, it's going to last you for 50 uses, 50. So when people like to say, oh, they're a little more expensive, you guys, something these are cheaper in many cases. And so especially in baking, the flavor is phenomenal. We make a lemon sugar cookie. Anytime that you would use lemon extract, you can use this. So question is like, how much would you use? 1 teaspoon of extract for a citrus oil is going to be approximately 8-ish drops. I think if my daughter makes something, she probably puts 10 to 12 in there, which is totally fine. Citrus oils, you can do that, and that's okay. I think the last thing that I add in here is like a lot of people will ask the question of like, oh, but this is bad for your teeth. Here's the deal, the inside of the lemon. So the inside of the lemon where people are squeezing the juice, that is where dentists will say that it is not good for your teeth. This actually comes from the rind. It is cold pressed. It is completely different. It is okay. So many times, like if you go out to eat and people are putting the lemons in, I'm like, so whose hands touch those lemons? Were they actually clean? Oh my gosh, that's gross. No, just keep like lemon or any of the other citrus oils in your purse and then put some drops of that into your glass. But make sure you guys that it's a glass cup. You don't want to be using plastic or the plastic bottles because the petrochemical in that plastic is going to leach onto the citrus oil and you don't want to drink that. Totally fine when you have a glass bottle. It's a non-issue. The other thing to note is if you look and you see Vitality, those are the little 5 ml bottles, and then you see the big bottle. Yes, the Vitality means that you can take it internal, but just know that the big bottle, they come out of the same bin. It's the same thing. It's just a FDA requirement that they put on there. But if you want to save money, that is the best way is get the big bottle. Okay, Sarah, anything you want to add?
Yes. We love lemon in our house. I think that was probably that's one of my husband's like Armageddon oils. Like we have to have extra bottles because he can go through a bottle in a month all by himself, just cleaning stuff. So ladies, if you're like, how do I get my husband on board with oils? Well, lemon is a really like normal smell. People are not afraid of it. It's not super florally. It's not like weird, like, like Rutavala or Digest is kind of a little weird the first time you smell them. Lemon is normal. So lemon is a great one to get your husband started with. And it's absolutely perfect for anything that they're doing outside or in the garage. We've used it to cut grease and remove grease from hands after working on a car or working on the boat. We've used it to get spray paint off of hands. Like we spray painted one of our railings in the overshot, like got all over my husband's hand, and he was holding something up to get it to protect the house, and he like coated his entire thumb. And he just came inside and he put lemon oil all over where he had the spray paint, kind of let it soak in and start to do its thing. And then he took a little bit of the Thieves dish soap and some baking soda and poured more lemon oil into that mixture and then used it like a hand scrub and just like scrubbed all of it off, and it came off immediately. He didn't have to do anything extra, like wait for it to wear off. Um, when Joe cooks, so when he's cooking something and it does call for the lemon zest or really any citrus zest, he'll use, if we have it, he'll still use it for like the color and everything, like use the zest, but he always goes and he grabs the essential oil because he says it has such a nice bright flavor that he could zest an entire lemon or an entire orange or an entire lime and not quite capture how powerful just a couple drops of the lemon oil added into the recipe is. And trust me, he'll throw like any excuse to throw the lemon vitality oil into something he does. Like people have commented on, oh, your cheesecake is amazing, and he's like, my secret is lemon oil, because he'll just add a couple drops of that into it, and it just brings your food to a whole other level. When I first started with Young Living, I had lemon oil because that was one of the ones that came in my first kit. And I wanted to get to know, like, how do you use this? And I was reading in my reference guide. And one of the things that it said is like, lemon is great for dirty kids because it's really good for your skin, really great for cleansing and everything. And wouldn't you know, a couple days later, when Sophia was little, we were painting nails and she wanted to hold the nail polish bottle. So we're sitting there painting our toes and she's holding the nail polish bottle, painting her toes, and she starts doing the thing that you do when you have liquid in your hands and you tip it. So I tried to like push the bottle up and she thought I was trying to take it away. So she threw it like away from me, like just tipped it back, and it just poured indigo blue nail polish all down the back of her legs, like thick. And I was like, oh my word, you know, like the only nail polish remover I had in the house was not the non-acetone kind, so you don't want to put that on your skin. I was just freaking out, and I stopped and I was like, oh wait, lemon oil, you can use that on dirty kids. So I grabbed my bottle of lemon oil, like this tiny little 5 ml bottle. I used probably like a quarter of it on her, and I just poured a whole bunch of drops on my hands, rubbed them together, and just like tried to get it on all of the nail polish that was on the backs of her legs. And then I threw her in the bathtub and called my mother-in-law, and I was like, because she was on her way over to watch Sophia before I went to work, and or while I went to work, and I was like, can you just grab some non-acetone nail polish remover, because Sophia's covered in nail polish. And by the time she got there, I got soap out of the bath, and we just took a towel and we just wiped her legs off, and the nail polish was coming off in strips. Like it totally loosened from the skin. It wasn't on there anymore. It was fantastic. So lemon oil is great. Not only did her skin still look amazing afterwards, but it helped to loosen and get everything off. So that what Kara was talking about, you want to get anything off of anything, use your lemon oil. Now, lemon oil, just like a warning here, it's sun sensitive. So if you're going to put it on your skin or on your face or anything else, don't go out in the sun and expose that area to the sun for at least 12 to 24 hours. Everybody's a little different, so you might want to try it out, see what works for you. But it is sun sensitive and attracts the sun to areas that you want it attracted to. So before I went red and my hair is naturally blonde, I would add lemon oil to my shampoo, and I would go out in the sun after I washed my hair, and I had amazing highlights thanks to lemon oil. So you can use that sun sensitivity to your benefit. Just remember not to go out in the sun immediately after smearing lemon oil all over your face. Otherwise, you will have regrets.